Me and my team gotta innovate. What's the point of living if you ain't living a dream? We live in a world where everybody
Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about the MX Garand and why it is the worst supply drop weapon in Black Ops 3. Now I know a lot of people go to the black market just to get new guns and new melee weapons, but if you ever come across the MX Garand, just bribe the guy and tell him to put this shitty weapon back in the supply box. Now I'm sure that some of you guys out there are gonna disagree with me, but hear me out. The first thing wrong with this gun is that it limits your movement tremendously. Now compared to the other assault rifles in this class, this gun has slower quick draw. Not to mention, when aiming down the sights, your movement almost comes to a complete stop. Now while the guy on the other team is jumping quickly and moving smoothly, your jumping and movement is almost next to none. You might as well be a sitting duck for the enemy to kill you quickly. Next, let's talk about how the MX Garand only has 8 bullets per clip. Yes, 8 bullets per clip. Now combine the slow movement and the fact that you only have 8 shots to kill the enemy, the gun's rate of fire is so slow. Your opponent can literally shoot 10 to 20 bullets before you fire 3 times. And in my opinion, it's one of the biggest downfalls of this weapon. You cannot reload this gun until the clip is empty. What are you thinking, Treyarch? Are you trolling? I fucking knew it. Every gun in this game allows you to reload whenever you want. It makes no sense not to be able to reload the MX Garand until the clip is empty. Now let's say you get into a gunfight and you manage to get some distance between you and the enemy to catch your breath. At some point the enemy will try to search for you, unless he's a pussy and he hides in a corner and hopes that you run by. So you get some distance to reload your weapon. Wrong. You have to empty your clip in order to reload, and that basically gives up your position to the enemy and he'll have the jump on you. Which brings me to the last reason why the MX Garand is the worst supply drop gun in the game. No matter how many attachments you put on this gun, it will never improve. Now let's say you want to improve your movement while using the MX Garand, add more ammo per clip, and at least increase your reload speed. You would simply be fixing what's wrong with the gun initially. That means you will only be able to bring this gun back to a bare bones weapon. It literally feels as though there are no attachments on this gun, even though you may have some equipped. Now combine the fact that you cannot move very well with this weapon, you only have 8 bullets per clip, without the ability to reload whenever you need to. I guarantee you this weapon will be a challenge even for the most skilled player. In fact, I challenge anyone out there to get a nuclear with this gun. If you actually beat this challenge, I will personally put your video on my channel and give you a shout out. I feel confident that it cannot be done. Now don't get me wrong guys, there are some good things about this weapon. The damage that this gun can put out is amazing. If you are able to lock onto the enemy, it only takes 2 to 3 bullets to win a gunfight. This weapon also has great range. I mean, you can shoot a guy from the opposite end of the map, which means you can get some really good kills if you want to hang back in your spawn and you don't want to get too close to the enemy. Based on the downfalls of this weapon, I give the MX Garand a 2 out of 5. Now I know giving the MX Garand a score of 2 out of 5 is a little on the low side, but you cannot deny the fact that this weapon has some serious downfalls. One of them being is that you cannot reload until the clip is completely empty. This basically takes away from the overall functionality when trying to use the gun. I honestly cannot get over how or why this past whatever group is responsible for creating new supply drop weapons. I mean, what were you guys thinking?
Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastard!
Not all is lost if you decide to use this weapon. There are some attachments that you can add to the MX Garand that will bring it up to a solid bare bones gun. My first recommendation is that you equip the stock attachment. The stock attachment will basically help you move faster when aiming down the sights. My next recommendation for the MX Garand is for you guys to equip the quick draw attachment. Basically, the quick draw attachment will allow you to aim faster and give you a slight edge over the enemy. And last but not least, fast mags. The fast mags attachment will allow you to reload your clip a lot quicker, seeing as though you can only reload once your clip is completely empty. Having that extra boost of speed when you're reloading will definitely help you out in a gunfight. Now, any combination of those 3 attachments will improve the overall performance of the gun and make it a lot more fun to use. And keep in mind, guys, the attachments that I've listed is the attachments that I use to make the MX Garand a lot better. Now feel free to play around with this gun and mix and match some of the attachments and figure out what works better for you. My offer still stands, guys. Anyone that can get a nuclear with the MX Garand, I will personally put your video on my channel. Let me know in the comments section, guys, which guns are your favorite guns to use in Black Ops 3 and which are some of the worst guns that you have ever played with in Black Ops 3. I would love to hear your opinion on this, guys, so be sure to leave it down below in the comments section. If you made it to the end of the video, type boobies in the comments section and smash that like button. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for future content. We have a lot of stuff coming up, guys, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. Once again, thank you so much for watching the video. Until next time, guys, peace.
Me and my team gotta innovate. What's the point of living if you ain't living a dream? We live in a